Okay, I wanted to make a quick video about a move in Tai Chi where you turn 180 degrees. It's a little tricky in the formal style of turning 180 degrees. So I'd like to show you the formal style and the informal style of making a 180 degree turn. So it's important when you start that you have the back foot at a 45 and the front foot pointing straight. Okay, not too far, just about shoulder width apart, and about maybe 4 inches space between the two heels. So the space is this way, not this way, so in width. And what you're going to do is, if you're forward, you rock back and the toe comes up, and then you're going to turn on the heel. Now I'm not just turning the foot, I'm turning the leg and the foot with it together. So my whole hip turns almost to a pigeon-toed point. And when that happens, my weight's still on the right, and all I do is I shift the weight over to the left. Now when I shift the weight over to the left, I turn so that my knee traces over the toe, so I don't hurt it. My knee is tracing over the toe here. I come up and I come down, shifting to the other side. Then I pivot this foot. As I pivot, it turns my hip a little this way. I pivot. Now I step out. And what I see is oftentimes people don't step out wide enough. Not far enough, but wide enough. So I want to step out to my right, real wide, with the heel first. I don't want to plop down. I want to step out. And then as I rock forward, this back foot has to adjust to a 45. So as I rock forward, I just lift up the ball of the foot slightly, and my hip turning adjusts this to a 45. Now I should end up with about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches space between the heels, and I rock forward. A lot of times people turn and they don't know why. It feels funny because they don't turn their foot and hip with it. So the hip and the foot has to turn. Now we go the other direction. I rock forward, my weight's on the front foot. I rock back, keeping the upper body straight, toe comes up. And now my weight's all on the back foot, and while it's on the back foot, I turn this entire leg and foot. So again, I'm not just turning the foot, I'm turning the hip so that I'm facing this way in this strange pigeon-toed posture. Now I shift the weight over to this side, and then I pivot the left foot. Again, I step out wide to my left, and now as I rock forward, the back foot shifts to a 45. Rock back, turn, shift the weight to the left and pivot. That all happens together. Step out on the heel, rock forward, adjust the back foot to a 45. Rock back, toe is up, turn the left foot and leg in, shift the weight to the right leg, pivot the left foot, step out wide, rock forward, adjust the back foot to the 45. So let's look at that now, just looking at the feet alone. I have the front foot straight, the back foot at a 45, and about 4 inches space between. Not too wide, about this way. Not too close, enough space between the heels. About 4 inches between the heels. Rock back and the toe comes up. Now I turn, the whole leg turns, and the weight's still on the left foot. I shift the weight to the right, and as I do that, I pivot the foot. And I step out and turn to this direction. Notice I step out wide, so I have 4 inches between the heels. Not long, but wide. And now as I rock forward, I adjust the back foot to the 45. Okay, now my weight's forward on the front foot. I rock back, weight's on the back foot. I turn my whole leg and foot so they're pigeon-toed. And then I shift the weight so the knee traces over the toe to the left. And while I do that, I pivot the right foot and I step out wide to the right Again, wide, not long, so there's space between the heels. As I rock forward, I adjust the back foot to the 45. Okay, so the less traditional way can be done, but the problem is the heel sometimes is in line with the other heel, so the feet are double weighted. But for a simple practice of turning 180 degrees, you just turn one foot and turn the other. Rock forward, rock back, turn one foot, turn the other. Rock back, turn one foot, turn the other, rock forward. So this is good for just particularly in Qigong for turning left and right. But for Tai Chi, it's recommended to do the more formal style so you don't hurt your feet. These are just some basics of the Tai Chi. You can study with a teacher and polish it up even a little more. But this just gives you a basic understanding of some of the Tai Chi moves that are a little tricky in the form.